This is dedicated to the one I love.
Hey yo, pimpin' ain't easy, I make it look like it. You ain't a member, took your license. Hooked to my devices, trying to make ice spice one of my vices. She gotta settle for one of these prices. I treat the booth like the rings, my hooks be the nicest. This type of shit entices the righteous within the crisis. I got food for thought that could give the itis. Told baby I got that Midas. Never had enough action. My life has had a lot of rough patches. Thinking they real cause they pictures got tough.
Yo. Welcome to the Cyphers. This your boy Soul Reeve. I'm here with my boy Rhakim Ali, producer, rapper, college graduate. Congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on the show.
It's an honor always.
I appreciate you, man.
Of course.
I met Rhakim on the I call it the beat circuit. Albany every summer. There's a bunch of dope producers and engineers, people that are visionaries that get together and they do a lot of outside events. Mm-hmm. So I met Rhakim doing one of Impro's events. And
was it Impro? I thought it was Draw.
All right. No, I did. I met you at the Draw. Right. I did.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Right.
Nah,
you're totally right.
Just telling him too.
Yeah, you totally right. We did the rooftop joint, and this dude, he's like crazy with the beats. But over this last like couple months, I've been able to like really indulge in his like music with let me get it right, of course, with To Hell and Back coming out in December 2021. What got you into rap? Like, what was your earliest inspiration? What do you remember like writing your first song kind of?
The earliest thing I remember is like a while back when I was about 6-7 years old. I just remember my mom, because my mom rapped, my uncles rapped, I had my dad made beats and rap, so it was it's in my family. So one of my earliest memories is just being out like in the backyard, and like people from the hood would come over and like they would just all just like rap and just cypher, just play beats, and they would all just rap. And that's what kind of got me into it, because I seen it and I was just like, bro, this shit just looked mad cool. Like, it just looked fun. And I've always loved music as a kid, as a child. My mom tells me this funny story of how I used to listen to Helicopter by P.D. Pablo.
Okay.
And I used to either swing, she either said my shirt or my diaper. I used to swing in the air. Yeah, bro, it was the funniest shit ever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But it's just like music, it's always been a part of me. So it only took a matter of time before I got into it.
That's kind of, so your mom and dad are in the like,
I don't know if they were like collaborating together.
Yeah.
But I know I still have my father's like raps. Like, I have it in a folder.
Oh, cool.
And she told me that he rapped and made beats, but she always used to tell me that he was more of he was a better beat maker than he was a rapper.
Oh,
and
wow.
I feel like I'm a better rapper than a beat maker. So it's funny. It's funny.
Gotcha. So he was like more like into the beats than the rap.
From what I heard, yeah.
Kind of cool.
But it's not like he was whack. Like, I'm listening, I'm just like, this shit is nice.
Man, that's kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
So you grew up in the game. You grew up like
pretty much. And apparently my grandmother rapped too. I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't heard it. I just heard that's what I was told from other family members. I haven't heard her rap, but I don't think they would lie. So, you know what I mean? Like, my middle name is Rhakim. Like, I'm named after the rapper, so.
Okay. And that's where Rhakim Ali, middle name Rhakim, and you're named after All right, man. That's a dope dude to be named after.
Definitely, for sure.
Rap wise, besides your parents, which is kind of dope, like not even kind of dope, that's super dope. Besides them, is there any musical influence like of your style now? Do you have any influences, any like artists? I'll start with artists first. Mm-hmm. Any artists that kind of like you listen to coming up that kind of like mold your style? Because I hear a lot of metaphors, I hear a lot of double entendres and like bars. So like,
I would say as of recently, within like the last, let me say like 5 years or so, I'd say my biggest inspiration or influence has been Rock Marciano.
Okay.
Like, I discovered him like around high school.
Right.
And I was just listening like nonstop, and I'm just like, this dude is nuts, bro. Like, he's creating. I've heard of his music before, like on features, but I never really like dug into his discography until I was in high school, and I was just like, whoa, like this is insane. And he has given me more courage to rap over the beats with no drums, because I used to do it a lot, but I was just like, like this ain't really. And once I heard his music, I was just like, yeah, this is.
Right.
This is it.
Like just beats, just letting the sample play sometimes, or just letting the instruments without the.
He is like the godfather of that, I would say, personally. Like
You got a point, actually.
He beyond mastered that lane. Like he's a demigod with it. It's crazy.
Oh man, so it's crazy to talk to you because, like I said, I met you like more on the production side, right? And then I was able to listen to your raps, and I was more like, I can't like pick one of the two, honestly, because
I feel like a lot of people can't. So
you put a lot in the beats. Who would you say inspired that? Like, is there anybody who has a sound that you kind of like? Because I like your sound. Your sound, I can't like really describe it because it kind of puts you in a box.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say, oh, it sounds like that boom bap, because it's not boom bap. Like, I've heard some of your stuff that can stretch into like modern. You can make drill if you want to.
For sure.
You can make boom bap if you want to. You can like kind of mix with the jazz lo-fi, which is what I love.
Definitely.
But any inspiration in the production world?
Madlib. By far. You see.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
oh man.
could
we definitely need some love on that one.
Quaz.
Oh, boy, Madlib.
Sure.
This is why I love doing these interview shows, because I love when people mention those names, because I do this show for the underground for real. But tell the people about Madlib. The people don't know.
He is like, I don't even think he's human when it comes to production. Like, just watching his interviews and just knowing like the shit that he does, like the amount of music that he puts out it's bizarre.
It's crazy.
And that's just the music he puts out. Like, that's not even the stuff that he has unreleased. It's insane.
Yeah.
I remember watching this one interview, and he was saying he has 4 tons of records, and he keeps them. I'm like, what? That's what made me start collecting vinyl. I'm like, fuck that, bro. Like, I gotta get that. I gotta get on that level, because that's 4 tons of records is insane.
It's insane.
And I'm pretty sure he hasn't even dug through like a chunk of it. And it's crazy, like the amount of stuff he's putting out over the years. I love him. Madlib is amazing producer.
Oh, that's freaking nuts, bro. Nah, as you were saying collecting vinyl, I did a little bit of my homework. And you were written up for a project that you did. The project is You Should Be Sorry, right?
Yep.
You dropped a vinyl for You Should Be Sorry after collecting vinyl.
Yeah.
How did that write-up come to play? Because that was crazy. Like, I'm reading, I'm like, yo, my boy is like collecting. And is there like a store around like the Albany area that you collected from, or
Last Vestige? Shout out Last Vestige. Yes.
Shout out Last Vestige.
Very good record store. They've been there for a while. So I always used to just go in there, just buy records, listen to them and stuff like that. So if not there, there's another spot in Troy. I forget the name of it, but there is a nice vinyl place in Troy. But other than that, like, I'm usually in the city spending like hundreds of dollars on records for absolutely no reason. No reason.
This man,
it's insane.
Wow. So do you sample with vinyl, like
of course,
the right way to do it?
Yeah, definitely. It's I enjoy it more because it's like the stuff that I have, I usually can't find, and that's usually what I'm looking for when I'm buying vinyl. I'm like, all right, I gotta find something that's like hard to find on the internet, if I could find it. But I'll have like a couple, you know what I mean, like jazz records that are, like you could find it on the internet and sample it easily, but it's just like doing it on vinyl, like it's just, it has a more authentic feel to it, which I enjoy.
Nah, definitely. The vinyl has that more warm, you get everything into the vinyl, and then you're right, you can't find everything on YouTube. People think you can find everything on YouTube, but singers are always taking music down.
I done found some shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I found some things, man.
But like, singers are always taking music down from YouTube, always taking it down from the internet. So vinyl collecting is actually vital. There's this place in North Adams that I'll tell you about. I got to get the name again, but I was in North Adams, and there's this vinyl store that still sells vinyls, cassettes, still has posters.
That's
I'm
fire.
talking about the old Nas Illmatic posters, all that stuff. So when I find that out, I'm gonna tell you
For
about
sure.
that, bro.
There's also been a couple of like they call it record riots. So it's like this big like pretty much pop-up shop where there's like a bunch of record stores coming from all over the place, just all in this one spot, just like selling their records. So they'll like bring stuff, I guess probably put it on a truck or a van, set up their nice little table and stuff like that, and they'll just sell records. So like the last 2 times they've been there, which is on like on Washington Ave, like right next to the Walmart on Washington Ave, right up there.
Talking about Albany, New York. This is crazy.
Like over 10,000 records.
Right. And like just a convention of like,
And then there's like a DJ on stage like spinning records. There's this guy here selling this guy there. Like it's crazy.
Damn, I'm missing a lot, bro.
It's a dangerous place to be in. So you know,
man, yes, especially for collectors.
yeah, man, it's serious.
Now, does that happen like usually like one time a year, like during the summer kind of thing?
Every few months. I think the next one is in mid-September, and then they just had one like a month ago.
And it's called like a record riot.
They call it Albany Record Riot.
Albany Record Riot. Yo, for you
there.
collectors, your boy Rhakim is like, Rhakim Ali's already telling you, and this dude's a serious collector, man.
Definitely.
Serious producer. I'm gonna get back to the raps.
Yeah.
To Hell and Back, bro. First of all, the cover gave me the DMX vibes, right? Like, it's dark as hell is hot, right? My boy.
Come on, man.
But the record, now that's what like you see the cover, and don't get it twisted. You do got those emotional records where like you could hear like the poetic like X, like you could hear that inspiration. But to Hell and Back, what was like the mind state like writing that project? How did that come to be?
So doing that cover was an idea I've had for a minute. Like I've had that idea for a while, and I really wasn't gonna do it until like a few years later. But after he passed, I'm just like like I'll do it, just what I mean, like for the sake of him, like in honor of him. But it was crazy because that project was almost like not gonna come out. Like after he passed, like I had a time where I was just thinking about not really making music anymore. Only because he got me into rapping as my favorite artist of all time. So I felt like I've always had a goal where I would meet him, what I mean? Like tell him how much I love his music, and hopefully it would be the same if he heard mine. So when he passed, like I knew that I was never gonna reach that goal again, obviously. Yeah. So it was a lot to take in, because it's just like now I know like personally I'll have like this really big hole in my career that will never be filled. So it's like, do I really want to continue knowing that? So after a few days, because I was going to drop God's Favorite Rapper, and that was going to be the last project for like a while. That's why you hear like a little interlude by him on the last song, One Life, because that was just going to be it. Okay. So after a while, like I sat with it, and I was just like, nah, like I really can't do that. Like if anything, like if I could carry some type of torch or some type of crown, then you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's another reason how that project came about, and that's by far, like, I feel like that's my greatest project to date.
Oh man, the project is like roller coaster, bro. Like I went on a roller coaster ride. It's crazy because I was talking to you earlier, and the name of the track, of course, the second track was I Had It. What is Dark Horse? Yep. Dark Horse, and I compared that to Tim Grammys, but as I'm going back to the song Dark Horse, it's like, exactly the title says it all, right? Like, feel like you're a dark horse coming in, nobody's like kind of rooting on the guy that's like authentic hip hop, authentic, like love the game and doing it for the love, not doing it to be like a superstar, not doing it because, he missed being famous or missed being a dude in high school. But that song Dark Horse, like, how did you feel making that track? Like, do you feel like the dark horse, coming in the game? Like, how do you feel as a rapper compared to your peers?
I have my moments. Sometimes I feel like within like a broad aspect, like as far as like worldwide goes, I feel like I'm a dark horse, which is, I enjoy it because it gives me more of a drive to, get to where I want to be. But as far as like local goes, like I'm like 50-50. But you know what I mean? I call myself God's favorite rapper. Like, I don't call myself that for no reason. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
Like, I know I'm good. I know I'm great. It's just all in the matter of getting those people to hear me and agreeing with me, which I know isn't hard, but it's just like, you know, like, it's just something, it takes time. You know what I mean?
So you know you got it, but
Yeah.
you also know that, like, you're the dark horse. You're coming up.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
this is, in Albany, a lot of people know this dude's name. A lot of people know Rhakim Ali in our
Surprisingly,
area.
I've had people come up to me and be like, yo, I love your music, while I'm at work, and people are just like, yo, you look familiar, you rap? I'm like, yeah, and they just dapping me up, like, showing, and it's the craziest thing ever. It's so crazy.
And
But
that's because this dude will show up to any event and put in the work. He don't care if he's the first one showing up. He don't care if he's the last one on stage.
Yes, sir. I had to learn that. I had to learn it, you know, because it's just like sometimes, like when I was first performing, I really wasn't, you know, because it's my first couple performances. Like, let me go first. Let me, you know what I mean, get used to it.
Yeah.
But there would be other times where I'm like going third, and then there's like 4 other people. But it's just like I don't take it the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, there's other people that's performing. Like, they might have just got put there just because they got put there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there isn't always an intention behind that. So that's one thing I've always had to remind myself of. And it's just like, it doesn't really matter whether I'm going first, second, third. You know what I mean? I can go dead last, and there can be like 3 people. But I'm going to make sure those 3 people know who I am, and they know what type of music I make. Because usually when I'm getting off the stage, whatever order I'm in, people are just like, your set was crazy. Like, that shit was crazy. So it's just like, as long as I'm getting that, I don't care what order I go in. It doesn't really matter to me.
Facts. One impro event, my dude went on for 20 minutes, maybe more,
Probably
and I
more.
didn't care. Like, nobody, including me, nobody wanted him to stop. Like, it was like he had bop after bop all on his phone.
Insane.
Like, so let me get back to
That was under the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Under the
'Cause you said
bridge.
phone, yep, I remember.
Yeah,
that.
because
That
you was
fun.
like, you was just, I already see the time. I want to talk because I always love to show people the background of this stuff. That it's, even though with music, we love music, there's more to this music thing than meets the eye. My boy graduated from SUNY with a bachelor's degree.
St. Rose.
St.
St.
Rose,
with the
sorry. St. Rose with a bachelor's degree in communications. Tell the people about, first of all, congratulations, my
Thank you,
brother.
man.
I love to see people
Thank
do
you,
it.
for sure.
My boy in 10 Grammys said people was taking charges while I was taking the Regents. All right. The reason I want to like highlight this is because there's a lot of people that's coming up, like a lot of young cats is coming up. And when I was young, I was a knucklehead, and I didn't have like really people. I had people to show me, and that's what saved my life. And I just want to be able for people to see that, hey, you know, taking the Regents is not the wrong thing to do, bro.
not.
Graduating and having that backup plan doesn't just make it, oh, you rap doesn't work, you'll have a backup plan, but also you can use that backup plan to further your career.
Exactly.
So can you explain to people that communications degree?
So I was originally gonna go for music, but then I found out that you had to audition. So I just thought I like had to sing or like play an instrument. I'm just like, I don't play no damn instruments, and I don't sing.
Right.
And I know if I go up there rapping, but it's just like, I feel like if I was to rap, like, I feel like they would have let me in. But
Definitely.
I'm like, whatever. I'm like, my second love is film. Like, I love film. Like, I like being in front of the camera. I like being behind the camera. I like the technical stuff. Like, I love all of that. So I'm like, all right, I'll do that. So the major is communications, and then the concentration is film and new media. Okay. So I was taking communication classes, and then I was taking film classes on top of that. And then around my last 2 years, I was taking music classes, so like music business. I was part of the music industry program. And I got to meet a lot of cool people, like some like really close friends, like some people like my dudes, man, and I love them.
You could shout them out if you want.
Yeah, shout out, you know what I mean? Shout out the Dream Team. They know who they is,
Shout out
man.
the Dream
Mario,
Team.
Donnie, Norris, Z, all y'all, man. I love y'all, man. But yeah, college was fun. Like, I had a really fun time there, man, just learning, because I just love learning, whether it's with music, anything, like, and learning. I'm with it. And it's just like, it's not a bad thing to go. Like, people aren't gonna look at you like some type of like, you know what I mean?
Not
like
at
when
all.
I was in the hood, found out I was graduating, man, they loved it, man.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I went back and
Hell
it was
yeah.
like, yo, like, you're doing what you need to do. So
Yeah.
it's just like, even if somebody does look at you wrong, Why should that matter to you? You're going there for a purpose. You have a purpose being there. It's just like, if you don't want to go, you don't have to, but don't do it because of what others are thinking about you. You know what I mean? Like, you got to want that for yourself. Like, when it comes, especially when it comes to college, because it's like, you're spending money.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean? Like, you got it. Like, you got to want that. So,
facts on facts.
But like the line that you brought up, like, I just know that was my life, man. Like, I've seen a lot of people around me, like, I don't want to say have it good, but it's just like they definitely could have went another way. You know what I mean? And it's just like certain things may have happened where they had to go in that lane, or they just, you know what I mean? They just slipped up and got into it. So that line is like one of my favorites, because like that's pretty much a summary of my life. Like just seeing it, being around it, being influenced by it from time to time, but still like going where I want to go. Yeah. Whether they're coming with me or not. You know what I mean? So
you actually said that in a line too. What was it? Damn. It was like letting go of people got me a little more. It's in
what song was it?
Damn. So I'm listening to the whole project, right? I'm listening. I know it's on the album. I know it's on Hell and Back. Yeah. I know it's on Hell and Back. I don't know if actually, because I was watching YouTube. I was like, but back to what, sorry about that, bro. I always like digress sometimes.
I'm the same way.
So your new project, your new video out, actually, that's what it is. Love it, first and foremost.
Thank you.
I was talking to you briefly on the elevator. What's your new stuff? Do you got new projects coming out?
Yeah.
Like, what are you like plotting on? Is there a new sound? What's going on, bro?
As far as production goes, I'm producing for one of my friends. His name is Nias.
Nice.
He's a singer, incredible singer. He's a really good singer. So I'm producing some stuff for him. That's gonna be really fire, because he'll be my first R&B person that I'm producing for.
Cool.
For the most part, I'm always producing rap.
Yeah.
Always. So like he's helping me step out of my lane. And then there's a girl that I'm producing for who also sings. So that'll be my first time doing that.
I'm gonna have to
That's
borrow
gonna be
man.
incredible. Yeah, of course. As far as rap goes, I got Harlem Heat with Speed coming out very soon. That project is going to be insane. That project might be my favorite project of the year by far. And then for everybody who's been listening to my music for a long time, like, I got a little surprise for them. I'm working on a big remaster project where I'm taking all of my old music from like 2018 to like 2014 maybe.
Yeah.
Just like reworking it, remastering it, re-recording it, and then just dropping it as one big project. So that's gonna be something to look forward to. I'm really excited for that.
That is fire. Yeah. Fire. Oh man, I'm enjoying this. I think I ran out of questions.
We can talk here all day.
10 years from now.
Okay.
I always like asking this question. Always like kind of like segueing this. 10 years from now, where do you see yourself, like, music wise plus like period, you know, because you got that degree, you know, you got that bachelor's degree now, so I know you might touch film a little bit too.
Definitely.
But 10 years from now, do you have like any screenplays you thinking about, like any like what do you see yourself 10 years, you know?
The way I definitely see myself in a better place for sure, but it's just like there's just so much shit that I want to do. I feel like I wouldn't even be able to do all of it in 10 years, but I feel like in 10 years I'll definitely have like a very successful music career. But there's just so much stuff I want to do, like movies. Like I want to be in movies, I want to be in TV shows. Like I've always liked voice acting. I want to be in video games. You know what I mean? Like clothes, sneakers, stuff like that. Like, dude, like I want to have my own furniture line. Like I want to build and make furniture. Like I just love creating shit. So stuff like that. Like there's just too much. Like I just have too many ideas in my head to where I'm just like, it's overwhelming. It's just like I wish I could put some of this shit into another person. That way I can, like, you know what I mean, have more space in my head.
Yeah.
But nah, in 10 years I definitely see myself in a good place, man, for sure, musically and just life period. Because it's like this music thing has helped me have a better life, and then life has helped me make better music. So they correlate, and you can't have one good one without the other one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
It has to
that
match.
Balance,
you definitely got to balance it. So Grammy Awards, all types.
10 Grammys, 15 though. He's really gonna get 15.
I want to break a record, but you know what I mean. I feel like it'll happen. It'll happen in due time. I ain't rushing it, but it'll be fun. Also, to come back to that story about the records, I had a lady email me. Nice old lady, I think from like Saratoga or something like that. She was just like, I read your story in the newspaper.
Yeah,
I have I have a whole bunch of vinyl that I don't want. Like it has no use here. I met this lady at the Times Union Center, and she had this big ass dude, like Stevie Wonder records, like
Jesus.
The Temptations, like an anthology record with like mad, like it's a big ass book. It's crazy.
Oh wow.
Bob Marley, a lot of nice records, a lot of Neil Diamond records too.
Okay,
which has been
he's got some
fine.
stuff.
Neil Diamond got some shit
some
low
heat.
key. I probably got his whole discography. I fit that shit in a bag on its own.
Yeah,
but no, yeah, it was a really nice experience because that lady, she said that she doesn't listen to rap.
Okay,
but she read the paper and she heard my music and was just like, you know what I mean? Like she's seen something and it's just like that really let me know that I was doing something good because it's just like for a late. I know ain't no old white ladies listening to my music like that, bro. Like I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to nobody. So for her to say that, you know what I mean, and contact me like via email, like that lets me know like she heard something. She either heard something and it clicked, or she read something, or both. Because it's just like nobody's doing that, bro.
That's facts.
And it was insane, bro. Like even to this day. And then she gave me a copy of the paperback, and it said, "Don't forget about me when you win a Grammy." And I have it hanging up in my room in a frame and all that. Man. Crazy. So crazy.
See, what people don't understand about like people sample music is that like you take a record, you take that lady's like basically her childhood, and you revamp it. You know, you add drums, you add hi-hats, you bring it to life, you add instrumentation too. You don't just leave it there, you sample you distort it,
call it a day.
add stuff.
Yeah.
So for her childhood is being revived through you. She sees it, you know, like it's like I don't listen to rap. But
this nigga nice. He got something going on for sure.
Yo, Rhakim, it was great having you, bro.
Likewise.
Thanks for coming
of
through.
Of course, my dude. Anytime, man.
Please give me for the camera and for us your handles, your contact information. How do we reach Rhakim Ali? I want y'all to listen to this dude.
Yeah.
I want y'all to definitely listen to my project, which is To Hell and Back.
Yeah.
Definitely listen to the older joints too, like just everything. But how do we reach Rhakim Ali?
Pretty much, you know what I mean, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything's the same thing, Rhakim Ali. It either has a space or it doesn't, but for the most part, everything's always spelled the same. There's no numbers, no special characters. Everything is just RHAKIMALI.
So think the rapper Rhakim, Muhammad Ali. Spell Rhakim, spell Ali.
Spell it, but spell it with an H. RHA.
Yeah, RHA.
It's not RA. Do not do that.
Ah, yes.
Do not get me confused.
RHAKIM. Yes, don't get them confused. Totally correct. And what to give me a project to look out for. Tell the people what to look out for.
Definitely look out for Harlem Heat. I think that will end up being the next project as far as like rapping goes. And then there will be, you know what I mean, like singles and music videos coming out every now and then. But as far as a project, definitely Harlem Heat. Shout out Speak. He will definitely he will be in this chair soon talking to my boy.
Yes.
We'll both be here together soon talking together. So it'll be fun, man. I'm excited.
Yo, Rhakim, thanks for coming.
Guy. My name is Rhakim Ali, and I just ripped the ciphers, man. Let's get it.
Peace out, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Peace.